I'm your friend Ahebwa Martin, and today we are beginning our practicals in Microsoft Excel. This is my phone number and this is my email. So my dear friend, in this video, what are we going to learn? We are going to learn about entering data into a spreadsheet, working with formulas, worksheet formatting, saving. So these are the skills we are going to learn or we are going to gain at the end of this video. So let's continue and go to our class. So we are starting with question one, which says that Elite Primary School scored the following marks in their primary living examinations. So we have the names here. We have English, mathematics, science, and SST. So we are having questions here to attempt, whereby Roman 1 says that enter the above information to a spreadsheet application. Calculate using spreadsheets the total mark for every student. Calculate the average mark for every student. Find the best performer in every subject. Find the worst performer in every subject. What is the average mark in every subject? What is the average total mark? What is the average total mark? Make your worksheet look professional. Save your work as pupil final results. So we want to see the importance of spreadsheets or electronic spreadsheets. Now, in our first example or in our first question to attempt, we are required that we enter this information into a spreadsheet application. So my dear friend, let's not waste a lot of time. Let's go and open up a Microsoft Excel application. So how do you open a Microsoft Excel application? What you do, you click on Start. After clicking on Start, you come to all programs here. Then you scroll down and select for Microsoft Office here. Then after getting Microsoft Office, you scroll down and look for Microsoft Excel. In this case, me, I'm using Excel 2007. You might find you are using 2010. You might find you are using 2013, 2016, and rest. So, but this is what you find, and you click there for it to open. So after opening, we are given what we call a spreadsheet or a book. So a workbook, what we have here, this is a workbook. So we looked at this in the futures in spreadsheets or in electronic spreadsheets, whereby we had that in a spreadsheet there is what we call rows, and we said that rows are these ones, the horizontal arrangement of information. So the other ones, the vertical ones are called columns, and the intersection of the two is called cell. So my dear friend, so we are given this work. We are given this work. So my dear friend, we are given this work here, and they are tasking us to enter the above information to a spreadsheets application. So we are having names, English, math, then science, and SST. These are subjects, these are names of pupils. So now, how are we going to enter this information? We are seeing that this information is arranged. So we are having what we call columns and rows. So we are having columns having labels. So labels of these columns are, we have names, titles, these titles, names, English, subject names. So that is how we are going to do it. We are going to come here in our first cell here, which is cell A1. I think you are seeing it here, cell A1. So we are going to put there names in capital letters, names. Then we come to the next, we put there the subjects. Then we come here and we come here, names. We put there English, math. We come back to this, say English, math. Then after that, there is science and SST. Science and SST. Then after finishing this, we come to the names, Karungi, Hakim. Karungi Hakim. So we are trying to see that this cell here, our cell here, is trying to hide some contents. It is being hidden through the content. Our cell here is small enough to contain all the information. So to make it look bigger, what we do, we bring this cursor of ours here. I think you are seeing the cursor. So we point it here. After pointing it here, we left click and hold. We keep pressing on the left button until we see the word width. So we try to expand the width, or we increase the width of this cell, of this column for names. And after reaching where we want it to be, we release everything. And now our name is fitting in the column for names. So we have Kalungi Hakim, but now we see that we have increased it too big. So we come back and bring out this mouse pointer and bring it in the intersection here in the middle, in the cross line where cell A meets cell B. So here. So you press the left mouse button once and hold. You keep pressing it, then you move until you see that the space you have is enough to accommodate your names. So then we go to the next. Muzirasa Sad. So we come here, we type also Muzirasa Sad. Then we come to the next. Semakula Hamis. Semakula Hamis. Then we also go to the next. Muhumuza Uma. Muhumuza Uma. Muhumuza Uma. Then we go to the next. Mbeiza Christine. Mbeiza Christine. Mbeiza Christine. Mbeiza Christine. Then we go to the next. We have Isabirye Kalifani. Isabirye Kalifani. Isabirye Kalifani. Then we go to the next. Mpeirwe Joshua. Mpeirwe Joshua. Then we go to their marks. We come to this one. We have 90, 70, 40. 90, 70, 40. Then we continue. 60, 70, 30. 60, 70. This was 60. 60, 70, 30. Then also this one is 70. Let's check. Yes. Then we have 80, 57, 45. 80. We have 80, 50, 80, 57, 45. This is 57 and this is 45. We continue. We are having 40, 80, 60. 40, 80, 60. Then this one is 6. Then we go for science. 70, 60, 60. 70, 60, 60. Then this one is 50, 78, 50. This one is 5.0, 5.0. So 5.0, which is 5. Then we also have also 78, 50, 50. 78, 78, 50, 50. Then we go to the next, whereby we have 60, 70, 50. 60, 60, 70, 50. 60, 70, 50. 30, 30, 90, 45. 30, 90, 45. Then also we have 40, 40. Okay, so we have finished entering our data into our spreadsheet program. That is how we enter data into a spreadsheet software, or a spreadsheet software. So our workbook is this one, and our workbook, we are on sheet 1. So I think you all see here where I'm pointing. This is our sheet 1. So we have finished entering our data. So let's continue and go to the next, whereby they are saying another question. They are saying, calculate using spreadsheets the total mark for every student. So we are going to come here and put there another column for total. So to calculate total, we are going to say equal signs. We are going to put in a formula, and this formula is going to be equal signs sum. It is in capital letters. I think you can see how they are bringing themselves, because we said that one of the advantages of electronic spreadsheet, it has automatic calculation features, or automatic calculation formulas, or it has these functions that are inbuilt to ease the work of calculations. So equal signs sum, we open brackets, then we select the range. We want this English, then to not English, this not only English, but to SST, meaning that I want it to extend to find for me the total mark of Karunji Hakim in all his subjects. So I close my brackets, and after finishing that, you see how it is selecting the range. I press enter. So I think you see how I have got the total. I have pressed equal signs, sum, B2, then E2. This is the range, this is the formula. I think you have got me. So now let us go to the next question. They has calculate using spreadsheet the total mark for every student. So if we are to find the total mark for every student, you see my cursor how it is, where it is. I'm trying to rotate it. So I will bring it and point it to this dot. You see this dot here at 300 mark. So I will bring and press it here. You see how my plus sign has changed. Meaning now this is somehow bigger, but now I will get this one, which is in black. I think you have seen it. So I will just bring it here. I left click and hold, or I keep pressing on the left mouse button. Then I scroll, moving down. I move down and generate something like this. Then after reaching here, I release. So after releasing, I will have got the total mark for every student. I think you have seen how simple it is, or how easy it eases the work of calculations. So let's go to the next. Calculate the average mark for every student. So now they want us to calculate the average mark for every student. So I will create another column called average. So after creating this column, I will continue and say equal signs average. I think you see how it is bringing these formulas. We say average. So equal signs average. Then I open brackets. Still, I will come back here on my total mark here. Then I will say from there up to, not this one, not that cell exact, but up to here. Then I close my brackets and average. What it does, it gets the total number of items divided by number of items. Then I press enter. Now this is my average mark. Then if I scroll down, I said that to get other marks for other students or other pupils, you will bring this cursor and place it here on this dot. It will turn into a small bold plus. So after that, you click the left mouse button, not leaving it, or you keep pressing the left mouse button and scroll moving down. So after reaching there, you release. I think you are seeing how I'm getting the marks very easily. So let's continue and go to the next question. They're saying that calculate the average mark for every student finished. So number 4, find the best performer in every subject. So they want us to find the best performer in every subject. So what I will do, I will come here and say best performer, best performer. So after clicking there, best performer, so after I said that enlarge the cell, you just bring this cursor, you place it here now. In where H is meeting I, then you increase the words. You click and you click them. You press the left mouse button and keep pressing on it. You hold or you depress and move the cursor to the to the right or to the left. Whether you want to increase, you move to the right. Once you want to reduce, you move to the left. So that is how we do it. So best performer. So to get the best performer, I will use the minimum, the maximum function. So I will say equal signs max. Then I open my brackets. Maximum, I will use total to find total or average. So let me use average, for example. Average, then 2 here. Now I'm using the average marks. Then I close the brackets and press enter. Now the best performer, meaning that the person who scored highly got 79.5. I got that answer by putting this function into this cell, that is equal signs maximum opening brackets. Then I selected the range, and the range which I used was of the average. So let's go to the next. They are saying find the worst performer in every subject. Find the worst performer. So I'm going to type here worst performer. Worst performer. Then after doing that, I will come here and say equal signs. Now I will use mean to get that person who scored less marks. So I open brackets. Still I use the same range I used the other time. So it is G2 up to G8. Then I close my brackets and press enter. So 33.75, meaning that this is the person who scored poorly. So this one called Uma scored poorly, whereas 79.5, who is this one? Christine scored highly, was the best performer. So let's continue to the next question. They are saying that what is the average mark in every subject? The average mark in every subject. So now we want to find the average mark in every subject. So how are we going to do that? We are going to come here in each and every subject. So we can come here and say average mark for each subject. So I said that we can extend this just click this drop down arrow means that I want to select the whole cell. If I do this and I click once, I will have selected the whole column. So if I bring here my cursor, this one, I will increase to make sure that the word subject fits into the column. So here I will say equal signs average. I will say equal signs average. I open brackets. Now I want to find the best performer in English only. The average mark in English. So I will come here in English, then I select that range of English. So the reason why it automatically brings B2 it is already selecting B2, and now I don't want B2. I will remove it by pressing a backspace. Then I select the range that I want, and that is up to Mpeirwe Joshua, that is B8. Then I close my brackets and press enter key. So meaning that the average mark for English was this. So now I want this one up to SST. This one does not mean that I will type for each and each. No, I will use the other recalculation feature. So I will bring it here. This is the plus. This one, you bring the pointer here. Then I deep press, or I keep pressing on the left mouse button, and now move to the left, to the right, not to the left, to the right. Then I release. Now I have got the average of each and each subject. So now this one is the average for, you see it is D2 up to D8. This one is for E2 up to E8. So now these are average mark for each subject. I can choose to bold it. I can also choose to bold this. I can also choose to bold this. So they are saying that, let's continue to the next. They are saying that what is the average total mark? What is the average total mark? So average total mark, they want the average total mark in this one. So we are going to come here. I'm going to come here and say average, we say average total mark, average total mark. So the reason why we expand is that we need also to type, because once you don't expand the line, the column, it means that some words, if I'm to type, for example, in this cell, some of the contents of this column will be left behind. So to see them, I just need expand this one. So after expanding, everything comes out. Okay, so average total mark, we are going to say equal signs, then average, we are going to say equal signs, average, then open brackets. Then I will come here on the total mark section to remove this up to here. Then I close my brackets and press enter. So this was the average total mark. I think you are seeing how I'm getting them. Then we go to the next. Make your worksheet look professional, meaning that they want us to make this work to look more beautiful to the eyes of the viewer. So how are we going to do that? For example, we are having these names. We want to make them look good. How? We can format them. For example, we bold them. We can give them text highlighting colors. For example, I think you are seeing how they are changing. Yes. Now we give them like that. We increase the font size. So you see, after increasing the font size, some contents are left behind. So I told you that you come and increase the width of that column. And you will see everything fitting in. So then we can also choose to say that these ones are going to also have another field color. For example, this one. Then also this one, we fill it with this. Even this one with this. Even this one with this. And also bordered. Here we are making our work look more good and appealing to the reader or to the viewer. Then they are saying that save your work as pupil final results. So now we have to save our work as the same way how we have been saving in Microsoft Word. It is the same way how we will be saving here. So how do we save? You click on Office button here. After clicking on the Office button, you select Save As. You select Save As. Then from Save As, you will select where do you want to save your work. That is desktop. I told you that most of us, we understand here on the desktop. For us to easily see our information. Either we save it in documents or desktop. But the reason why I normally encourage you that you save on desktop, because desktop is the first screen that is always displayed when the computer logs on or when it starts. But once you also want to keep the protection of your information, you can also save it in documents, such that it is not on the desktop on the first screen, but to see it, you click on this PC, then you go to documents. Then you can also say, I will save my work permanently on local disk D. Local disk D, this is the disk which contains your internal information. This disk here. This disk here. So it is the one that contains your information. So your critical information. But now you can say, for this case, this will disturb me, what, but let us save on the desktop. So after clicking on desktop, you click, after selecting where you want to save your work, for example, now on desktop, you click save. Here actually file name, you come here on the file name and give it a name. They have said that we save it as the people final results. So we type there people final results. Then we click save. So after doing that, our worksheet will be saved. And to know that you have saved permanently, the name will always be here, as how you are seeing mine, pupil final results. Okay,